Hello, my soul lovers. It's Empire 333 here with your masculine, and divine feminine reading. Welcome back. Thank you for all your support with this channel. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, all the good stuff. Thank you for your appreciation and your sweet messages that you put on here and you email me. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you all are doing well with everything that's going on. I hope you all are safe and in good health. So let's get into the reading. Okay. I know I didn't get a chance to do the reading last week. It's because I did the free what is it called? The free reading contest that I had on my channel, and I didn't have time to do it. That with that and personal readings. And so let's get into it, guys. The first deck I will be using is the Animal Spirit card deck. It's all the links are down below if you're interested in checking that out. Know that if, for those of you who are new, know that these readings are longer than my sign readings. Okay, so hope you enjoy them. So, guys, the first thing I'm getting is that we have the crow here. This is about psychic experiences. Okay, so some of you might be feeling your guides trying to communicate with you. Also, what I'm picking up with this is ancestors. Okay, because crows represent ancestors to me. Okay, so the energy that I'm picking up on this is that some of you might be experiencing like um, messages, might be getting messages from your ancestors. Okay, so this is about loved ones who have passed on. This could be a grandmother, grandfather, mom, dad. Okay, I got brother for some people, a brother. Okay, so this has to do with them trying to communicate with you at this time. They know that some of you are scared, so they're trying to calm you down, and help you think an optimistic way about everything that's going on now, about the pandemic. So it's kind of like protection too, is what I want to say. They're protecting you during this time, and there's no need to be scared. Oh wow, I just got something um that's confirmation about what I just said. So some of you, okay, this is what I want to say. This is not going to resonate with all of you, but some of you have this like hypochondriac kind of thing. Like you would be considered a hypochondriac. So you're the type of person who always thinks they're sick. Like even if they start getting a cough, you think, you got this crazy disease. Whoever is that, your passed down loved ones are with you. They want you to know that you're safe. Do not worry. You are protected, and they're trying to help calm your nerves at this time to not get into that paranoia. Okay, that's super cute. My sister's like that. Okay, one of my sisters, she's such a hypochondriac. Okay, so we make fun of her. It's funny. But and she thinks I'm her doctor, okay? But anyhow, I apologize if there's any noise, guys. I feel like everybody is home now. Like the whole world is at home, okay? So there's going to be noise. There's nothing I could do. I can't go yell at my neighbors. They're playing loud music. So just keep that in mind, okay? So yeah, you're getting activity when it comes to your ancestors and passed on loved ones, and you're probably like thinking twice, like, no, this is not it. Somebody is getting someone who passed away is smoking. I mean, would smoke when they were alive, and they're smelling the cigarette smoke, or if it's cigarette smoke, or some of you, I'm getting marijuana. Okay, so you're smelling and you're like, what is going on? Who is this? Okay, it's your guides. They're here to protect you and help you, like, calm your nerves so everything is okay. They want you to calm down and just relax. Um, and the other thing we got is the fish card. So this is about someone who constantly wants to move. They never stay in place, okay? So this to me is like someone who's restless, okay? Whoever this is like being forced at this time. I feel like this is more of the masculine energy. Whoever is the masculine, okay? Um this is interesting. Yeah. This is the feminine energy. This is the masculine energy, guys. And this has to do with someone, it's like they're being forced, obviously, to stop whatever they're doing, stop moving. A lot of us are forced to be doing that at this time. I know my state is on lockdown in a sense because businesses are closing and everybody's, working from home if they can, or people are off at this time. So it's kind of like whoever's like whatever masculine you have that was like go 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 energy, it's like now they're being forced to stop everything and slow down, okay? And this also has to do with Saturn influence, planetary influence, because Saturn is a very slow planet, okay? It slows everything down, takes its time. So a lot of people are being forced, and it's kind of very hard for people to adapt to their situation, okay? But this is a good thing, okay? So look at it from a higher perspective on how I'm saying this, because intuitively, my guides are telling me that it's better for some people because a lot of people with this firefly here are going to get some sort of an inspiration when it comes to this connection, an inspiration, and also I'm just seeing like a flash of light, kind of like an epiphany moment when it comes to this connection, okay? And it doesn't matter whether you're speaking to your person or not. The point is that they're going to be, I'm sorry guys, this incense, I love the smell of this incense, but it's I put it too close today. So this has to do with an activation, okay? So what I feel like there is some type of like aha moment that the masculine is going to have, and it has a lot to do with someone like, for example, okay, I'm sure some of you, let me know in the comments, because I know a lot of people are going through this right now. Even if you're not talking your masculine or you're not talking your feminine, vice versa, it's like you're wondering what they're doing. You're wondering what's going on. And it's because of everything that's going on, okay? It's because you worry, regardless, even if they hurt you or even if you were disappointed with the connection, you're still thinking about how, how they're spending their day, what's going on with them. It's kind of like not worrying so much. You're concerned, okay? There's this new concern coming in for the masculine collective. It's mostly I'm picking up on masculine collective, like what is my feminine doing? What are they spending their time with? Are they okay? Are they this and that? And for those of you who were experiencing a masculine energy that kind of just went into hermit mode, which we have the bear here, okay? This is like hibernation, which also depicts like either they stopped talking to you or they're ignoring you or they blocked you or they ghosted, the term ghosted. Whatever it is, it's like because of this activation, now they are willing to come out of this hermit mode. And it's so interesting. And it's because you know how sometimes you don't realize what you like doing or what you want to do with anything, like if it's a hobby or like if even like um let's just say you want to, you never realize how much you want something until it's kind of forbidden, okay? Forbidden to you, or it's like you're not allowed or you're not permitted to do that such thing. Okay, for example, I'm just gonna put it out there. This is just an example, but it can be anything. It's like right now, we in the state we can't go and dine in at restaurants. Okay, Everybody, if you want to eat food, you got to go pick it up or you have to have it delivered to you. There's no dine-in options anymore, okay? Where I live. So it's like I miss sushi now, okay? But was I the type of person who would have sushi all the time? No. It's it I have sushi once in a while, right? But now that I can't have sushi, I'm like, I miss sushi. You know what I mean? So this is the same aspect as when it comes to the connection. It's like the masculine energy, because they probably think like, okay, we got like the social distancing now. It's which is really physical distancing, okay? Like, oh no, I can't see my feminine now. And it's making them think that, wow, I want to see them. Okay, you understand? I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. So it's probably the same thing with you, who, for those of you who are watching. It's like maybe you were, done with your masculine and you're just working on yourself and you weren't thinking about seeing them. But now, since, there's a mandate where, like, okay, everybody practice, I'm going to call it physical distancing because it's not social distancing. If it was, then you wouldn't be watching this video right now, right? We have so many resources when it comes to communication. So, but it's more like, okay, it's to me, it's more like seeing that person, okay? And for those of you even who are not speaking, it's like now they're thinking about seeing, okay? Actually, like, would my feminine like even meet me somewhere if I right now ask them, to meet me? Would I, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like what's happening at this time is that whenever there's like chaos going on in the world or um hard times, people are, there's so many changes going on, and that also has to do with, like I said before, for those of you who watch me, Saturn has to do with structure. So it has to do with your structure, your everyday life. So a lot of every people's lives are changing, okay? And some people are being forced to work from home. Some people are being, you know, um, you know, they have to stay home now. They're off. Your everyday life is changing. Even the way you go to the market, okay? It's for a lot of people, depending on where you are. Let me know in the comments. I wonder how other countries are doing because I'm in the US. So let me know if you're out of the country, what's going on in your country. I would appreciate that just because we want to know what's going on in the world. And I don't like to watch the news, to be honest. Okay. So I would appreciate that. So yeah, so guys, it's kind of like they're changing their mind because they're being forced to everyone's being forced to slow down. It's like now they're realizing, okay, um okay, this is what I got, okay? The masculine energy, because you're no longer available, wants you more. Okay, if that makes any sense. Um because it's now like, okay, you can't see them, or it's kind of like they're wondering if the feminine energy would see them, okay? But everybody's being forced to just slow down and no longer move because the fish is constantly moving, constantly swimming with the flow, with the current. And this also has to do with the moon, okay? You see this? That's feminine energy, okay? So it's kind of like you're constantly on their mind, is what I'm getting with this. I feel like the masculine energy is dreaming about the feminine energy, okay? They're having dreams. And also, we got a new moon coming up tomorrow, okay? So, this has a lot to do with the energies that are coming in. For those of you who ask me about sign readings, I do readings according to the moon placements, okay? I don't go by like days or months or whatever time, okay? It's more about the moon placements, okay? So let's see what else. I'm using the Illuminati Tarot. Let's see what else is going on. Okay. This is interesting. Yep. Okay. So this exactly what I was talking about, slowing down, slow movement, practical movement. Here's the thing, guys. And I'm talking about the planetary influence of Saturn. I know some of you are just like sick of hearing Saturn, but because it's so dominant in the alignment of the cosmos right now, okay, on Earth, the influence is everything slowing down. However, Saturn is so good in building structures, building solid structures, such as relationships, okay? It is a slow movement, but it's solid. So, what I feel like when it comes to the masculine energy, I feel like they're slowly moving in, okay? But at the same time, they feel like the feminine energy is going to be defensive, okay? Defensive. Putting their defenses up when it comes to, I just got reuniting, okay? So it could be, even communication. They feel like the feminine energy is going to be like this. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female, but it's mostly like they feel like you're going to be defensive. They feel like you're going to talk about all the baggage, all the stuff, the karmic stuff between you two that has felt cosmic, could feel cosmic too. It's about like, what I'm also getting? You know how the masculine energy, for a lot of you, it's like the connection is kind of like it's a karmic cycle that keeps spinning and spinning, breaking up, getting back together, stop talking, start talking. Like it's that energy. And so what I'm getting with this is like the masculine energy thinks the feminine energy is still is sick and tired, okay? Sick and tired of the same old thing, okay? But what I'm getting from this is that both of you know that you both need to heal together. You need to heal, not together. That's not what I'm trying to say, okay? Because we are all healing regardless if we're with our person, our counterpart, right? But healing the past wounds, okay, that were inflicted on you or vice versa, okay? When it comes to this connection. So, what I'm getting with the masculine energy is that they want to move back in slowly when it comes to this connection, okay? Now, this is not going to resonate with every single wave of people, but what I'm picking up is like they want to move in slowly, okay? Because that's how you build a relationship, and that's how you sustain it, okay? This is about them being scared that you're going to be defensive, and that's why they're trying to come in slowly with their energy, okay? They're thinking of long term. They're not thinking of just, coming in. You know what I'm getting? A lot of guilt when it has to do with the masculine energy. A lot of guilt that they're feeling now. And I think it has a lot to do with because they're slowing down. They possibly are off. Maybe they're not working. Maybe they're not working as much, okay? And it's like really forcing their guides. So when I get this, it's like their guides, their ancestors are on top of them because we have the fish like sandwiched here, okay, between these energies. So it's like they're being forced to really look at this connection and look at how they caused this. How did they cause the defensiveness? To the feminines, your defenses are up and there's a reason, okay? This is about, the things that have been, that have hurt you, that have been done to you. So I feel a lot of guilt when it has to do with the masculines, but they just want all this to go away. They want to break down the walls between you two, okay? And they want to do that in a steady, practical way. So I'm feeling a lot of guilt when it has to do with the masculine energy. And I feel like that's what they're working on at this time. Okay. Guilt when it comes to do. It's kind of like, yeah, my feminine is going to be defensive, and it's because of all the other things, all the other people, all the other hindrances that were between us. But I just want to just, okay, scatter. What's scatter? Wow. I got a very interesting analogy. I don't know, it has to do with mice. I don't know if that means anything to someone. Kind of like scattered mice. I feel like the masculine energy just wants to just all the things keeping you two together to just scatter away, okay? I'm gonna do the feminine energy. This is the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. Okay, this came out when I was pre-shuffling, so I'm going to take this. This is about the feminine energy just waiting for the ships to come in, okay? This is like straightforward, waiting possibly for communication when it comes to the masculine energy. Some of you could have reached out to ask, how they are doing or something, but what I'm getting for a lot of you is you're just waiting. Like, do they care? Do they care what I'm going through? Do they care how I'm doing? Kind of energy, and they do, okay? But let's see what else we have. Okay. When it comes to this. Whoa, okay. All right. Wow, this is very, all right. So, you know how I said like the walls need to break down? This is the tower. It's like you both know that the walls need to break down, and that's what you both are thinking, okay? So, what I feel is that now the masculine feels like the feminine's walls are up because of whatever hurt or infliction they caused. And right now, also the feminine feels like the masculine's walls are up. And they know. I feel like the feminine energy knows now that they need to rebuild this because it was not built the way it was supposed to be. Just like I said, Saturn is here for things to be built, rebuilt in a solid, sustaining structure, okay? The structure of your relationship, the bond you both have, okay? This is commitment. Saturn brings commitment, okay? And even though it's a slow energy, it's kind of, what's the word for I'm looking for? Calculated, okay? It's calculated. It's calculated like this energy. And it doesn't matter this person is a prince or a, knight or whatever. It doesn't matter, female, male. This is the tower. Oh, by the way, if you guys don't know, if you haven't noticed, it's the tower. I got someone asking me, why don't you tell every single card? It's like, I don't think of that because I'm channeling. At the same time, I'm getting so much information. I could channel for hours, okay? But I don't have time to put the videos out. It takes a lot of my time and energy, you all. So, consider that. So this has to do with rebuilding, okay? And it's exactly Saturn. Even though this is Mars, this has a lot to do with, both of you having your walls up, your defenses up, okay? That's what I'm getting. And it's like the feminine energy wants to build it, make it solid, make it, sustainable, and trying to figure out how to do that, okay? Without feeling attached to the masculine energy. So then we got the devil, okay? And this is, this is interesting we got this because it has to do with Capricorn energy. So I feel like Saturn and Capricorn, that's what's going on right now. I'm going with Eastern astrology, Vedic. So this also has to do with releasing attachments, okay, at the same time. The feminine energy, I feel, is like trying to, at this time, um, embody the energies of something stable and solid and rebuilding what was broken down, what crumbled down with the tower energy. However, at the same time, they do have fears because they fear that if they try to make it work, will they be attached to the masculine and not be able to get this rebuilt? You guys understand what I'm saying? Kind of feeling like, okay, am I bound? I don't want to feel like I'm bound to the masculine. I don't want to feel like they have control over me. Okay? I want to be able to have the chance to do this. Okay? And it's about rebuilding, okay, rebuilding the connection. Okay, I hope that makes sense for you guys. So let's see what else. Yeah, exactly. See what I mean? The masculine wants to stop pushing the feminine away, okay? It's time to stop pushing the feminine away. No more, like, defense is up, okay? This, came out in the verse. They don't want to do that anymore. They don't want the, to push them away. They want to come out of the hibernation, like I said earlier. They want to free themselves of everything that's, they don't want to fight, is what I'm getting. They don't want to fight with you. They don't want to argue with you. What else? So yeah, they do have guilt when it comes to that. Yeah, see? They want to come together. This is about coming together. And like I said, that's what they're wondering right now. Can I just see you? That's what they're wondering. They want to see you. They're thinking about all the good, happy times you both had together. And they're also thinking about all the things that got between you and them. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. And how emotionally fulfilled they were in the past. So this has to do with the star, destiny. This is about healing. So what I'm feeling with this energy is like they're thinking back past to the time where, in the time in the past where they were fully emotionally fulfilled with you and they didn't realize, they didn't take it, they took it for granted. And now they are thinking about how destined you both are together and they need to heal the situation. There's a lot of guilt I'm feeling from the masculine, by the way. A lot of guilt about what they did, what they said in the past. I'm getting heart healing. Some of you might be feeling palpitations in your heart or like your heart skipping a beat is what I'm getting, guys. And that is because the masculine's heart is healing. So this also has to do with guilt. If your heart chakra is not open, you will feel guilt. So that's what they're feeling now, okay? That's one of the things. There's several ways the heart chakra can, exhibit like issues. But with them, I'm getting guilt. So let's see about the feminine energy. Oh my God, I'm getting shortness of breath. Is somebody having anxiety? I feel anxiety, like a panic attack. Mm-hmm. Yep. So this is Jupiter. So I feel like a lot of you pulled back your energy. This is the Hermit, and this is the Wheel of Fortune. Aren't these cards beautiful? Like, have you ever seen, look at the art on these. I love them. Um, so this is Jupiter, okay? And this is Jupiter is like the spouse energy, right? The energy of the male, okay? So depending on whatever, you could just say masculine energy, okay? So I feel like some of you did pull back your energy, and it has to do a lot with you being ignored, your needs being ignored. You pulled back your energy. You went into hermit mode because this is a hermit. And some of you, it's like you actually questioned whether this person is your counterpart or not. But what's happening now is that a lot of you have realized, yes, we are meant to be. Yes, I know it's fated, okay? And this is about going back together. So I feel like a lot of you are ready. You've made the choice um, in your head, okay, about knowing that you're meant to be together, it's fated, and you want to get back, okay? But a lot of you are waiting for an apology. That's the thing. You are just waiting for that apology to kind of just break the ice um when it comes to this connection, okay? And you're thinking that, okay, once we, communicate or see one another or whatever it is, and we overcome the fears we have, because both of you, I feel, have fears when it comes to this connection. You're thinking, okay, this is like the opening, okay? The apology is the opening of, because you both, the energy I'm feeling is like you both want to start new, okay? You want to start, you know, from the bottom, okay? From the bottom, from the root, okay? Um, that's interesting I said that. That has to do with planetary alignment with too. So it's kind of like you want to build from the ground up, from the root, and this also has to do with some of you. This has to do with the Kundalini energy, okay? From the root chakra, okay? And that also has to do with the astrology, that the transit that's going on right now, starting from the root, okay? Starting from feeling safe with one another. That's what I'm getting, because some of you have not felt safe with your masculine and vice versa, okay? So it's about feeling safe. It's about building from the ground up, okay? That's what they're saying. Some of you might be this person could have, set off your kundalini and or vice versa, okay? And what I'm getting is like you're thinking to yourself, okay, once this person gives me an apology, we can make it work. This is a 10 of Pentacles. This is also Saturn. This is longevity. This is growing old together. This is having a family together, having a beautiful, stable home, finances, resources. This is working together. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps all over my head. Some of you might be feeling swirlies in your head. I don't know how else to describe that, like things swirling. You're being worked on with your crown chakra, okay? That's really good, because you're going to get the spiritual activity that's going on right now, your intuition is going to be spiked. So those of you who are, having vivid dreams or whatever, pay attention to your dreams. Write them down in a journal, because they're trying to tell you something, okay? So yeah, this has to do with the, growing old together, that kind of energy, family. This is beautiful energy. And you're thinking, okay, if they're willing to do it, if they're willing to apologize, let's open up. So what my guys just told me is like, yes, the masculine does have guilt, but the feminine needs to have compassion for the masculine. This has to do with the heart, okay? So both things, guilt and compassion, have to do with the heart chakra. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's being healed at this time, okay? So, guys, this is really about, slow moving energy, which is good. That has to do with longevity, okay? Because you don't want to rush into anything. You want to make sure everything you're building and creating right now whether it be in your personal life or this connection, is slow, because that's how you build the best relationships. Okay? Because everything is calculated, everything is structured. There's no questions, there's no, you know, when things are done that way, there's no losing sleep over it, there's no your emotions all over the place. It's kind of like, how do I incorporate this into my life? Okay? It's about time management, it's about energy management, it's about this. Okay? So if that's what you want with this energy, know that if your masculine comes in, it's going to be slow, but it's something you can build together. Okay? If you're willing, because you both need to heal together. You the masculine has to work on their guilt and how they need to speak to the feminine energy, and the feminine energy needs to have compassion for the masculine energy, because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to have to tell someone, I'm sorry for breaking your heart or whatever. They do have issues with apology. We do know that. Okay? I'm sure you all are waiting for apologies from the masculine. And it's about that. It's about them taking responsibility for how they have hurt you in the past. And it's also about you holding that space in your heart, to be compassionate. Okay? Because think of it this way, guys. If you are a masculine or a feminine, you both are soulmates or twin flames. You've experienced several lifetimes together. Okay? Everyone's different how many they have, but you probably did hurt them in another life. That's most of the things I get. I do past life regression. You have hurt them. So just think of it that way. You have hurt them, and now you're paying that karma of them hurting you. And that cycle keeps going on and on until somebody breaks it, and somebody is strong enough to be compassionate towards the masculine, and the masculine energy takes up ownership like they're supposed to, as the masculine energy. Take up ownership, apologize, and just break down those walls. And that's what it is. Okay, guys? I hope you guys have all enjoyed this reading and it's helped you in some way. Let me know in the comments. I always wish you all the best. Don't forget to like this video. If you have, give me a thumbs up. And also subscribe if you already have it. It does help the channel grow, and it helps me to make more videos like these, okay? Take care, you all.